Good afternoon, everybody. It is, it's heated up a little bit today,
Yeah,
huh?
a little bit. Summer's
Down here.
Yeah, spring is sprung.
It has. I skied the last day of the season here yesterday. It was a little bit sticky, but still fun. But we're here in my podcast studio in Old Town Scottsdale at the Populi Studios. We're live on several social media platforms. We have a very distinguished guest here, Richard Hart, the CEO of NutreGenic, where we met a couple weeks back at a MedTech conference, and he gave a great presentation. I was in his office the next day, and that was 2 weeks ago. The rest is history. I'm excited about the product, the company, your go-to-market strategy. I'm here to help you. Welcome to the show, Richard.
Thank you, Dan. It's a pleasure to be on your show. This is an amazing opportunity to connect with you and your audience. All I can say is that it's a privilege to be on your show. And I know you have the doctor as well next to you. I would love to hear a little bit more about your questions, inquiries, anything I can help you. And there's a possibility that my co-founder, Dr. Xerxes Catalan, can also pop in. So sometimes during this process, you're going to see a dentist that's going to interject. Hopefully, that's what we're trying to do. He's right now in the operation room. And if he could finish up with those two procedures, he should be out and joining us.
Fantastic. Well, I used the technology of Bluetooth piped into the switchboard here in the studio. So the audience should be able to hear you through the switchboard, through Bluetooth. Gotta love modern technology here. When it's used right, it's pretty darn powerful. We're here to really highlight the company NutreGenic, talk about the genesis of the company, how you acquired this technology that I've been using for 2 weeks, this human growth factor. Rick is, a proponent of stem cells and other alternative healing modalities as a practicing podiatrist and here in town. Of course, Dr. X, your co-founder, is also in the dental world, but has been in the teaching other dentists how to use exosomes and stem cells to heal the patients, right? So this is a great story. I thank everybody for tuning in today, and we have a few viewers here. So in studio, Dr. Rick Jacoby, author of Sugar Crush. He's my co-host of my show. You don't see him here, but he's to my left. And Rick is a very dear friend and a great co-host, and he's here to learn about NutreGenic as well. So Richard, why don't you kick it off? And at some point, hopefully Dr. X, your co-founder and his Irvine dental practice, will join us to come in and say hello. Yeah, I assume you sent him the link to get in to the studio.
The link have been forwarded. I left him a message.
Great.
But basically, it started with this product, and this product calls xOralHealth. And what this product is, it is mostly organic materials in it. So in terms of ingredients and what has made this up, it's clear and it tastes kind of minty. And a dentist created this, not a scientist, not a medical doctor, but a dentist. And out of necessity, because he has, I've learned since meeting Dr. X that over 50% of human diseases, systemic, really bad diseases, come from the mouth. And what that means is this is the biggest orifice in our body that we swallow. And with every swallow, we're swallowing millions of bacteria, viruses, pathogens, all kinds of bad bugs. And it goes into our system. And of course, our stomach acid is going to try to kill and neutralize most of those, which successfully does that. But a lot of people say that's all you need is stomach acid. But if you look at it, why do you get diarrhea then? Why do you have stomach upset? What happens? I thought the stomach acid would have killed it, but no, it didn't. So what happens is part of that is going to go into your small intestine, part of it goes to your larger intestine, and then it gets absorbed by the good bacteria, and the bad bacteria either goes and you have yeast infection issues and so on and so forth. So Dr. X invented this and formulated it and gave it to over 1,200 patients. Since 2018, he's been basically giving this product out to his patients. The patients, originally he created this like a mouth spray, mouthwash, even though this is not a mouthwash. And basically you squirt under your tongue. So I'm going to show you exactly how to take it. So you raise your tongue, you swallow, so your mouth is dry. Usually you want to do this once in the morning after you brush your teeth and your floss. And so afterwards, after everything is gone, you swallow, you have a dry mouth, you raise your tongue. Why under your tongue is because Dr. X has found out that the lymph nodes, which is the part of your body that actually gets rid of the toxins in the waste, is your lymph nodes, and the best place is in the mouth under your tongue. So basically what we do is we do this, and then you don't swallow. Of course, I'm going to talk like this. And after about a minute, it tastes kind of minty, bittery. Sometimes people say, it's yucky, I wish it was taste better. But you know what? What's good for you usually tastes a little bit bad, okay? But basically, it's like a mouth spray. If you ever done that under your tongue, it gets you a little bit. Right now, it's pepperminty, and then you swallow. Now, some people just spit it out, but usually I swallow it, and I did that on the first try. And my wife was with me in the meet with Dr. X the first time. This was in March 22nd or 3rd of 2023. So I didn't know anything about this product or product line. I'm a technologist. I build technology companies, and I take them to success. And I create great exits for my investors and also for the people that are involved with me, which are some of my employees and basically partners. And so when I entered his dental practice, he said, "Richard, it's done." It was not labeled. And I said, "So what is it?" He says, "Well, it's human growth factors." I said, "What is human growth factor?" He said, "Well, these are the essence coming from human fibroblast cells, cultured from 2008 harvest. And we do this in an FDA certified laboratory, and we produce as many bottles as we need, but it takes about 48 hours of process to do our production line. So very stringent process to do this." And I said, "So there's cells in here?" He said, "No, it's a sterile. There's no cell